Peace and love, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Coming back with the weekly TRU report. We're gonna look at the overall market and you know get it going. Um, I got my man Don on here with me. Come holler at me on this week. We're gonna chop it up a little bit about the markets, and I wanted uh, bro to come and share how he's handling the markets. We know the markets have been pulling back and correcting, if you will, and just wanted the brother to come and share what he's doing in these times and whatnot. What's up, bro?
How you feel there, young man?
Young bleed, you did.
Yes, sir.
Man, what's happening with it, man? Come talk to me, man. Give me some game on how you handling these markets, man.
Well, right now, it's basically bearish, obviously. So, scalping mainly, no swinging involved. You put a FB up last week. I'm still holding, and basically like that. As far as long term, I'm freezing on hard shares. Ain't buying none of that. Just trying to keep the money flow going minimal, you know. But
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. It's some some things I'm swinging puts. Last week I I had some SoFi puts, you know, and did pretty well on those. Only trading, taking what the market is giving, and which it sounds like what you're doing as well. We've been pretty conservative here lately, man. I would say compared to how we used to be slinging it, But man, the economy is contracting, and we got to contract our trading as well. You have to be able to adapt, and hey man, it's been rough out here. You know what I mean? I done got hit upside my head quite a few times. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you said some magic words, man. Scalping. You know what I mean? I had to make that adjustment, man, and be like in and out, and not trying to hold things for days and whatnot, because you may wake up in the morning, you don't know what the hell this market get ready to do. Especially and I'm particularly talking about with calls. You have to scalp them the way things been going. I don't give a damn what it did, how much it ran up that particular day. So what? Give me my money at the end of the day, and
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's how you have to play it, and whatnot. I've been becoming a hell of a lot more conservative, man. A lot of this stuff I just don't even want to be bothered with. When you get in those days, and I'm gonna kind of elaborate on that a little bit, man. Let's look at the markets for now, though. Let's get to it.
Okay.
So we're looking at S&P futures, man, and we see last week, literally for the last week and a half, this is SPY futures. It was in this one little tight box, winding up, coiling up for a move, and eventually it broke to the downside. Got, big wick at the top, a top and tail, which signals a reversal, sharp reversal. Next day falls off a cliff, big pretty red candle. So the market right now is in the midst of another move. It's going to retest this bottom. However, it doesn't necessarily. It could create, because it does have a newer trend of creating a higher low, right?
Okay.
So this is the magic candle. We're trying to take out this low. We're trying to test this first. But it doesn't necessarily, it could get rejected right here. I look at this chart, and there's an old trend line.
You on the SPY? Which one you on? S&P?
I'm on S&P.
Okay.
You can use SPX. You can look at it on as SPX on.
I got it. I got it.
All right,
I'm
cool.
looking at the chart. I'm looking at the same thing. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now, what did I have? I had a old trend line. I believe it was right here, 4808. All right. I had an old trend line from those 2 points that it broke out of before. Now, it very well could come down and retest this trend line, which is below this low. So it could come down here, or it could pop the other way. My point is, and even if it does come down here to this zone, we definitely needed to take out these lows, but it may consolidate because that's where it's headed, to another consolidation zone. Or it very well could consolidate here because it has done that when it's in this area. That's what it does. It consolidates. So this was the big move right here. That doesn't, I'm not saying it's over with or anything like that. I'm just saying it's going to be a fight. And this candle here from the futures right now, what's going on? You know, it's a fight going on. That's why this candle is like it is. And this zone, that's what happens. That's what consolidation is. There's a lot of buying and selling going on. So that's how the S&P is looking, man. And, you know, like you were saying, man, we bearish. You know,
definitely bearish. Definitely bearish, man.
Yeah, man, we bearish on the markets on the overall. You know, we scalping calls though. You know, so if there's a play, if there's a setup, right, for a call. Now, like I said, it could come down here and bounce, you know, or it very well could just keep on plunging, you know. I'm saying you have to be prepared for whatever, because the way the market's been going, ain't no guarantee that this is gonna just, you know, come right down and break through and, you know, go to 4,000, you know.
Right.
So, and it's not just the S&P, it's also Nasdaq. Same thing. The Nasdaq is a little further along with this move. However, we got over here, we got lower lows. So this is our target right here. We take out this low, we break that support right up in here, then we free falling. Now, the news behind all of this is what they call tech week. I mean, I'm talking about earnings week. This is when, you know, Apple and your Microsoft, the big tech companies, you know, your Amazons, maybe Amazon is next week, I'm not sure, but you know, all up in this same little area. Tesla just reported last week, so you got that going on too. That's right, bro. What's up, Russ? And Bitcoin too. I'm gonna get to Bitcoin last, bro. I talked about Bitcoin as well, you know, on the charts, because it's all really pretty much the same. I mean, you know, Nasdaq is going down here to retest this support level, but it's going to a consolidation zone. So you got to be careful and mindful of where you are in relation to the chart. You know, I could very well see it getting, you know, cresting in this little area for a couple of days before it makes its next move. You know, that's how these choppy ass markets been for basically since January. You know, yeah. So that's, you know,
last year, you know already.
yeah,
So.
yeah, man. And then we looking at the Dow as well. Same thing, and using that same thing I did with the S&P, pretty much an old support line. You could eyeball it. I just eyeballed it put this old support on. So it very well could reverse right here, you know, or get in this little area right here and consolidate for a few days. Because why? Because it's done that before. This is about two weeks of it being, well, I'll say a week, I should say, of it being in this one little zone. So it could do the same thing right here, you know. Um, it could bounce though, you know, and go the other way. We shall see. Just playing it safe, man, and not taking what the market is giving as opposed to taking uh, or just taking things for granted and jumping in and trying to go long on things, you know?
Well, as far as next week with all this tech, man, I see a stick and move type, what we call it, that fake uprise, then drop on, what we call it, where to jump up for one day and psych you out before earnings with Apple, Microsoft, all of them this week. This week, by the way.
Yeah. My man
That
Russell, he's talking about Bitcoin, you know, and it's pretty much the same things going on with all these markets, you know, with everything, these indices as well, the major ones. Um, and then I got Mika talking about some. Do I take call outs? Okay, I'll take one. Arc. You know what? This is funny. I'm gonna look at Arc, right? And believe it or not, I've never looked at a chart of Arc. I've never done nothing with Arc. I just know what it is or have a general idea of what it is, but I've never traded or anything like that. So this will be interesting. I know it's gonna be a fresh, clean chart because I never fool with it.
you say ART, art?
No, ARKK.
Okay.
Whoa. This is very interesting. Let me look a little, let me go a little further out. I've never looked at this chart, but I tell you what, it's on a hellacious downside.
Really though, do you know?
Man. Mm, hey, what the hell am I? Who am I to sit up here and go against all this red shit dropping? You know. um, I guess we're looking for the floor, looking for the support.
Okay.
That monthly don't look good, but this weekly, um, yeah, I like it to the downside based off what. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Shit. I went back 2 years and ain't hit this bottom yet. Still looking.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This thing could reverse right here, but the way it's fully engulfed on the weekly, that usually means it should carry over into this week. I like to believe that, but the fact that it didn't take out this low would give me a little caution.
Okay.
So we may get some pullback on this. I believe we will get some pullback at some point to around about 55, right about right there, about $55. You know, somewhere around there, I believe we'll get a good entry for some more puts. That's how I would play this. You know, because I believe it very well could take out this low and then pull back for a stronger move to the downside. This thing is I wouldn't even dare try to. I wouldn't even try. I don't. Ooh, you gotta be real careful even trying to scalp calls on this. Um, you know, you got look at the ADX, which determines the strength. You know, this the ADX is you know 54 on the weekly chart. That's crazy.
I'm looking at May 2020 at this price, so take it from there. Then it go lower. Same
Yeah,
year, March. So
yeah, so Mika, I like that to the downside, man. But I wouldn't touch it right where it's at. I believe you're gonna get a nice little pullback for a nice entry for a put. Shit, you may be able to go long to put on that thing the way it's how bearish it is. So yeah,
make,
that's good. Thanks for contributing. But now let's look at Bitcoin, man.
what's that BIT? What's the ticker on it?
I use let me show you on TradingView. This is what I use: BTC USD. Let me take all this off. Well, I may as well keep it up. I got it up now. Let me get that out of here. All right, let's look at some candles. Damn it! But I drew all these support lines. You know, and some people say when it breaks a support or whatever, you should erase it or get rid of it. You know, I like to hold on to them because it can give you even another perspective. You know, when something's getting ready to shift. Now, the way Bitcoin is looking, it could keep pulling. It's on the bottom of all the moving averages. The moving averages are stacked up, are crumbled up like they are right there. And usually, when that happens, usually a lot of times there's a big move to follow. That's what's going on with SPY right now. Let's look back at SPY. See how all these moving averages on the daily, they all bunched up together like that. And we got these moves going, you know. So Bitcoin is no different. It's pulling, it's kind of consolidating. Look, it's been doing this it got a little pop, but it's been basically in the same little area for a couple weeks, you know. So it's being kind of stubborn right now, but that's what it does. Look at right here, trading in this little area, trading in so it's going to show its hand real soon. You know, we got a nice bottom and tail right here, which signal the reversal, but now we're pulling back. It looked like it don't have a lot of gas. We'll see tomorrow when the volume comes. What's going to happen with all of these markets? Because right now, it's not really showing its hand. You know, yeah, it came and created a lower low right here, but now it's retracing and looks like it want to try to take out the high from yesterday. And Bitcoin runs 24 hours, so.
Okay.
Bro, you got any tickers, man, you want to look at?
Like I say, still holding that FB put, man. You know, we don't do a lot of them no more. We just
A lot of what?
We won't do a lot of plays no more, you know, because it's just because the market's so sticky, you know.
Right.
But you know, just keep the small plays on.
Look at Mika talking about she gonna take off 45%. Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, she gonna get it.
Nothing wrong with that.
She gonna get it. That's a good play, I believe. You know, she definitely gonna get paid off that one. But yeah, man, I want to look at a few companies that's gonna report this week. How about that? We look at
big tech, mainly big tech, or I don't know of anything else I could think of right now.
Yeah, let's look at Apple with this big ass red candle. Now, here's the thing, right? And I just did this. You saw it beforehand. I went and used the old trend line. Once I saw that a certain pattern was on the Nasdaq. Was on the on SPY, SPX, S&P, whatever you want to call it. Once I seen that old trend line, and it was running right back to this old trend line here on those major indices, I started seeing that same thing, just eyeballing it. You seen me draw this on here right before we went live. just
Right.
eyeballing it, I could see that, man, this thing could reverse. And then the confirmation to that is Apple could reverse because of this. You
That's
go to
that.
200, that's the 200 moving average right here. Right
That's
here. And that crossed up. I wasn't even trying to make those cross up. That's just the way they're in congruence, if you will.
that pump fake we be talking about. That's the one I'm looking for. Pump fake.
Yeah.
Monday or Tuesday, that sucker boop, and then it's gonna either consolidate or drop further down. So
I can see them pulling back. I can see a nice pullback on here, and then they come and power drive down here. Then you got earnings coming up. So it's gonna be interesting. However it turns out, I can't, I just believe it's gonna pull back and then come down here, and try to reverse. Earnings is gonna determine its fate. It could pop, because we do have a gap up here, right?
looking at that.
Right. So we could pop,
Yeah.
So what's that at around? The gap will be filled at 174.42. That can happen.
Yeah.
Or you could go down here to the downside because I got a little trend line here. If I extend it, it could go down here to the downside. We don't know. You know what I mean? Everything is kind of like a wait and see kind of thing with some of these things. When you're looking at an Apple, or let's look at Microsoft, another one, they report earnings, I believe Tuesday, right? Yeah, on Tuesday. So it's another one, man. You got a little gap up here.
Yep, 308.
You got a little gap up here. However, when it's been coming down, it's been creating some lower lows, but then we got a higher low here. So, but it took that one out. So, you know what I mean? It's so many different little scenarios, man, right now with it. Pre-market is going to give you a better idea or understanding, but these are just some things I'm looking at when looking at the markets. Now, I've been in some SoFi puts, and I got plenty of time on them, and let me get this out of here. I'm just holding them, looking for it to get down here to this level, what is and come down here to this trend line again, which is at like $5 and something, So I got my eye on that. That's what I'm personally in. I've been taking it easy, Don, and not trying to trade everything in the market.
Right.
No
doubt.
Yeah, man. You gotta be like that sometimes, man. Take it easy.
Yeah, fall back, Just see what's
I got puts trying to decide whether to take profit or hold a little longer. Kathy Woods in hot water. Man. Oh yeah, this supposed to be her thing. Kathy Woods, that's why I know about it. But I don't even be knowing what them people be doing actually. I try to stay as close as I can to a chart, and stay out them folks' business because they be tripping. White folks be having all kind of issues going on and whatnot, and reasons why they manipulate these markets the way they do. But that's a whole other story, man. What you looking at, Don?
Shit, been following this J&J for the last 3 weeks. Won't consolidate.
Lord.
Drop like too.
I think we wrestled over this one, man. I was saying, man, I do not fool with them.
Hey, man.
This man, it's something about, and I guess everybody has this one thing or whatever where they just, need to just stay away from. You just don't do well with it, Man, that pharmaceutical and medical, man, anything got something to do with that, man, I just leave it alone because it's all, I don't know, man. If I say it's going one way, it's going the other. You can believe that. So I leave the Johnson and Johnsons, man, to those who, and blessings to whoever portrayed that. You know what I mean? Man, blessings to you, man. I can't trade it, man. You know them. I do well with Moderna, BNTX. You know, those, but like Johnson and Johnson and I like Bristol Myers. I will trade them. It's very few though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't think I ever got a nickel out of Johnson and Johnson.
It's gonna be, man. Sometime it don't, you know.
Man, I don't think I ever got a nickel out there, man. I've traded a handful of times, but it just, I don't like the way it run. It just ain't, so I stay away from it. So that's what we should do. If we ain't feeling something, man, leave that. I had to learn that though. You know what I mean? I had to learn that. And you will over time study trading and whatnot. You're gonna learn. I mean, how many times you gonna put your hands on the hot stove? You know, you're gonna keep
out that sucker hot.
Yeah, you're gonna keep getting burnt, or you're gonna learn. So yeah, man, certain things, man, I just try to keep it as simple as I can now, man, and find me setups, things that are looking good. Like I'm gonna give you one, for instance, I'm looking at for this week.
Who?
I'm looking at Boeing for this week.
Oh wow.
I'm looking at Boeing. I'm looking at Boeing to make a move headed into earnings this week.
On the upside, right? On the call side, right?
No, sir.
No, sir. Okay. I'm looking at the daily. I'm looking at the daily.
Listen, I think we're gonna get some. I think we're gonna continue to pull and take out these lows.
It's right at the 20-day already. So,
and we can go out here, man, and get. Yeah, it bounced. Actually, it bounced off of my 10. It didn't quite touch the 20, but it went through it the day before that on Thursday. It sliced right through that thing. So it's fully engulfed. It got a lot of strength. The ADX is turning around. It's not as high on the daily, but I use this indicator. This is an indicator I use, man. And shout out to this a brother named Tone, man. He was teaching on this piece, right? And whatnot. And because I had been looking for something that could tell me the strength of the damn move. You know what I mean? I didn't know what type of indicator about that. And he shared that, and I started using that as an indicator. I really don't pay it too much attention because the candles, I'm a candlestick guy first. You know what I mean? You need two things to trade. You need price and you need volume. But this is a cool little indicator, right? That I use. But then I found something else, the directional strength, right? So you see, like these red numbers, the red numbers right here is that's telling you the strength of it to the bearish move, the red candles, the red
selling off.
Yeah, and the green tells you the strength to the upside, right? Now, if it's above 20, that means that's the stronger move. So, like I said, the candles tell you everything that you need to know, really, but these indicators give you confirmation to what your eyeballs see.
Oh yeah, I got the ADX. Go ahead.
Some people use that for comfort, you know what I mean, in trading and whatever. If that works for you, use whatever works for you,
Right. Sure.
But anyway, I'm gonna always talk about these candlesticks, and I'm gonna always look for pivots off of trend lines. I'm gonna always look for that, that reversal. So, having said that, Boeing could reverse.
The airlines been doing good, but like I say, it's still a pump fake, man. I
Well,
still see it bearish.
actually, they've
Uh,
been they were running, but once
right.
they got up so high, they couldn't take out this high. Once they got up to here, they reversed sharp for the last 2 days. So,
Yeah.
and you got a hell of a gap right here, right? So, I'm not even sure if Boeing is in this. I know but Boeing typically a lot of times it runs with the airlines. So the Jets is an ETF for the airlines.
Okay.
I don't think Boeing is in that ETF. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
And it's not really considered an airline. What is it? A
They're not.
defensive?
Boeing is a defense company.
Yeah.
Right? So they will run with your, what's that, Northrop Grumman or whatever.
Defensive stuff.
Lockheed Martin.
Right.
General,
Yeah, like Southwest and the rest of it. Yeah. No doubt.
No, I'm talking about the defense companies.
Okay.
Lockheed Martin and whatnot. But yeah, let me get back to it. Boeing, I was looking at Boeing. I mess with them sometimes, man, when they want to act right. And the fact that they got these two big candles, pretty decent sized candle. This one is a big candle.
Both of them big, bro. Both of them big. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like it to finally go down here because they got this big, huge ass gap down here, man. And I've been trying to play. I was in here a while ago, and in this play for this move down here a while ago, over a month ago, as you can see, but it didn't quite fill that gap. So
Yeah, it can fall back for sure. Yeah, I can see that too.
That tells me if and when it goes down here, it's gonna really drop.
Yeah,
because look at this gap. That's where the gap fills at right there, 158.
And they still getting bad news. They got earnings this week too.
Hey man, Boeing is like Schlep Rock. They're gonna always have some bad news.
Hey, order me some red snapper, man. But yeah. They earnings this week too. You ain't hear that, did you?
Yeah. Hey man, order me some too.
Yeah. I don't eat that bread too much. But yeah, they got earnings too this week too.
Starbucks. Let's look at Starbucks. Starbucks is another one.
The SBU, what's that? SVU?
SBUX.
Okay. SBUX. Another one. How far they done drop? Wow. Yeah. They got earnings too.
They go earnings the week after
May
that.
3rd. Yeah, May 3rd.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. But whatever. I haven't been fooling with Starbucks at all for a while. Since they started dropping like this, really, I don't know why. It's just been boring. Look at this, just been boring. So I haven't really been looking at it or nothing. But
you call in already? Give me a red snapper. You got the. Oh, hold on. I'm on live, man. My bad.
Nah, you crazy.
Gotta eat, bro.
I feel you.
Gotta figure out what we gonna eat. But yeah, big old earnings week. Give me a red snapper. All right. And
red snapper.
Yeah, I had some of it recently. I never really messed with it, but it's okay. So, I normally do perch.
Man, I love perch, bro. It's my buffalo and perch. They're my favorite.
We gotta change the stock thing to eating, but anyway, we put that in.
Right. See, Amazon got a bearish gap right here. Little gap. you know. So they report this week
It's,
on Thursday, you know,
yeah.
So again, I think it's gonna do the same. I think we're gonna get a little pullback, and then come down at some point this week. But we're gonna see what happened, man. This
Hold
week.
on, hold on, man. Punch that Tesla up, man. It's going sideways, man. We need
Oh man, hey,
hold
you
on,
know what?
man.
Man, I'm glad you brought that up, man, because I've been eyeballing Tesla. Let me move this. Look, man, I've been over here trying to. Y'all see how serious Tesla is, right? You
It
ain't
really
going.
is.
So
Really
I'm not
is.
gonna try to explain everything that I got going on over there. But
Yeah.
this is even better. I can explain it even better over here.
Okay.
Tesla
Well,
had a pullback, right? It pulled back, consolidate, drop, right? And then it has a sharp move. It's doing just like the S&P, but then it's been cording up for the last couple days. I mean, a couple weeks. For the last 2 weeks, it's just been winding up, and then it dropped. It gapped up way up here. This was the earnings move, and then it pulled back again, and then it pulled back and created a lower low here. So we're on a downtrend on Tesla. I really believe that this whole coiling and wind up, this was the entry, and I believe this thing is getting ready to plunge with the rest of the Nasdaq, based on how the general markets is looking and everything. I think what I'm saying is I think it's a good time to be entering some Tesla puts and putting some time on it and letting the market pay you. That's really what I'm saying. If you could get you some contracts and buy some time, you're gonna be all right. Some puts. So
looking for him right now, bruh. Looking for him
yeah,
right now.
yeah, I got it. I'm gonna be popping it this, at some point. I'm gonna put plays, in the chat, man, and you guys. That's why I'm gonna do these videos during the week. We have to start looking at moves, as opposed to just.
Just
We
you
got to
know,
look at setups, man. Everything got to be set up as opposed to, this, that, this, all over the place and whatnot. Focus, hone in on a few companies, man, and trade that. Because here's the deal, right? If you trading 3 and 4 things and whatnot, that could be a lot of this. That could be a distraction, right? Because you all over the place. Whereas you can catch you a setup, right? Like what I'm saying with Tesla, right? You could catch, or for instance, what I'm saying about Tesla, you could catch you a pullback, catch you an entry, and let the market pay you, as opposed to being in Tesla and being in Microsoft, being in Apple, being in all these different things. You could just be in this one, put your focus and everything on trading this and trading that move. And that's just what I've been doing more so lately, man, waiting on things. Like I've been waiting on certain setups to form,
right?
for an entry. Um, that's like I said what would happen with SPY last week. I said the pullback would be, the entry would be at 348. It pulled back to 350, but it bounced. I'm sorry. I said 448. It pulled back to 450. It ran to 450 and then it pulled back. So um, that's how I'm looking to trade from now on, bro. Catch me a setup, man, and run with it and be done with it, man. I'm not about to be chasing all this stuff all over the markets. Buy more contracts and instead of trading more uh, companies.
Yeah, I'm looking at May 6 right now, 900. It's a little expensive, but I'm in and out. Or you could go 850 or 800, depending on what you can afford. So
Yeah, I like that 900.
Yeah.
Said for May 6th.
Yep.
Yep, that's the one. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
No. So
Yep. You did. Yeah, third.
it's about catching the move. And guess what, man? If it don't do what I wanted to do, I'm getting out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't doing what I wanted to do, then I ain't gonna put my money on it. I ain't gonna get no contracts until I find. I'm looking for my entry, and I'm also looking for my target. And stick to the plan. You got to get in. You got to get out. That's how I'm still in those SoFi puts, right? Because my plan says that this is where it's going. It's going there, right? I'm gonna let it. You know, and the minute that it doesn't do that, I'm coming out. You know, and anyway, man, just it was a pleasure and an honor, man, to kick it with you tonight, man.
Hey, man, no problem. But hold up, man.
We want some fish now, man.
Put that FB up, man, on this steady.
Oh, Facebook. Oh, yeah. Facebook, man.
We got a 150 on it. We,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I called the 150 on this day, or maybe even this day. I'm not sure. Let's say this day. But I really believe it was this day because it's been dropping like hell since it was called. Facebook got earnings coming up.
That too. That's what I'm saying. The bottom could fall out that sucker. Might do a little pump.
And look at this old ass channel. Facebook is another one that you can see. I'm trying to, I got a whole lot of stuff going on over here. I understand it. I know y'all may not. That's why I did have a clean chart. But for the sake of this, I want to show that I got a trend line down here. Since it's been on this hellacious fall, man, I believe it comes right back down here. Look, man, first of all, they never did act like they like Zuckerberg, no damn way. But this ever since he took on that name Meta, things ain't just been right. So it's been falling. I don't see it not falling no more. Let's look at the bigger picture. Let's look at this weekly chart. The weekly chart tells me
it's going to continue.
We may get some turbulence right up in here. You know what I mean? At 166. But it very well could keep on going down here to the downside, man, and touch this trend line again. So and so far, so good with those puts,
Right.
And we got a little time on them too. So those are doing pretty well. So man, I don't know what Zuckerberg did or whatever the hell they trying to say is the reason why they doing so. I don't know the fundamentals on this is what I'm saying, but I know what the hell this chart is telling me. That it's trying to come. It's straddled this whole line, man. It's just been riding it, and
Yeah, how low can you go? That's about it. Right.
Yeah, I don't see nothing. There's no moving averages. This is a weekly chart. There's nothing down here. This is
weekly too. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to go back that far. Shoot, tired of scrolling over.
So if earnings is a indicator, I mean that could be the catalyst to make it plunge, really plunge.
Oh, okay. Here we go. March. Okay.
Do like Netflix did. Let's look at Netflix right quick.
Oh man, that go a nerd.
Look at that, man, on the weekly. Look at that there. Man.
Straight down.
See, this is why This is why. Let me just say this. This is why it's important to
The
do
day
your.
of earnings. Go ahead.
This is why it's important to do your analysis on companies. This is why Netflix is a perfect example, right?
Yeah.
They don't have the greatest book. Their books don't look that great. They don't look the greatest. You know, then first of all, you got them, you got Fubo, you got Amazon TV, you got Disney, whatever the shit they got. You got all these different. You got rope. You got all this damn competition, right? And
Right.
folks stealing your product. You can't even be that profitable. People can't even buy your product. People are not even buying your product. One person, it's like 1 to 8 in the hood. I don't know. It's like
They don't know
1 to
about
8.
the hood. They don't know nothing about the hood now. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Man, I got 5 kids, man, and half of them got my password. You know what I'm saying? And I know they didn't gave it to their homies. You know what I mean?
They can't fix that if they wanted to.
Right. So
that.
how profitable could they be?
Right.
This is why it's very important to learn how to do analysis on companies. This is why. And see, somebody got caught up in the mix. Somebody got caught up, in the fact that, man, they going up and it's Netflix and everybody has Netflix and whatnot, and they were short-sighted in their analysis because they didn't look at the books. They bought this shit with their feelings at $500 a share. And the itsy bitsy spider fell off the wall.
Yeah, that's why we show them these charts, man. But they need to figure out the difference between investing and trade. And it'll help out a lot.
That too, man. I'm looking at this thing, man. If you got in here, up here, I don't look, man. All things considered, when companies like this take a hit, a lot of times it'd be hard for them to recover. Let's look at it. Their high was $700.99, and that was November the 15th.
That's crazy.
That was the week of November 15th.
Yeah.
And right now it's trading for $215. That's a hit.
Yeah, it took $150 hit, man.
They lost 34% of their this was 34% of their share price.
That's that Tesla drop. You ain't using Tesla only move like that. Shit.
This gapped down all of that. And look how many times it keep gapping down. Man, people trying to get out of there.
Right, they can sell it.
And I just did a video talking about how 401ks are for suckers.
Yeah.
This is exactly what happened.
Man, I got out.
This is what happened with people's 401ks, bro. This is 401k money.
Hey, you remember I had my wasn't a 401k plantation shit. I took all that shit out, man, and just like it started crashing certain stocks, I sell it. And I'm still up. You know what I'm saying? I control my own.
This crazy, man. This crazy for a drop like that, man. So got to be careful when you got to learn how to, really look at these companies for what they worth, and not invest your money in something that's a whole man. That hurts me, man. That's like a gut punch, because it's people that literally sat up here and paid $500 a share for that and thought they had something.
Most of those I'll say establishments, all you're gonna have is mutual funds, ETFs, and bonds. Mm-hmm. You ain't even gonna have. You rarely may have a straight stock like a Tesla or whatever.
Right.
You're moving your shit around. I'm looking at it. I'm gauging it because I was in it for a while. I'm like, and the COVID thing a couple of years ago, I had easy peasy free. Get out, put that shit to my own cool beans.
Yeah. All right, bro. Let me get up out of here, man. I ain't got nothing. Let me see.
Okay, bro. Check it out next week.
So this week, man, we gonna play it by eye. You know what I mean? I done went over a few things. We're gonna play it by eye and take what the market give us.
Yeah.
But I do like that Tesla put. I hope it look real good in the morning. You know, if it's acting the way I want it to act in the morning, I get a nice little pullback open and it fall off a cliff. Hopefully that's how it go. That'll be nice. But
don't forget to get out that FB and just get back in if you feel, you know.
Yeah, I think it's going. We gonna get some type of pullback in the market.
Right.
It is everything, right? You know what I mean?
I need to clean these greens anyway, man. Go ahead.
You got your greens, bro?
These are turnip greens, man. I got my meat on and stuff. Gotta do the greens.
Man, go and do your thing, man. You know what I mean? You got your fish on the way. You eating good. I ain't got nothing but some pinto beans and some turkey tails.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
You did.
All right, bro. We'll get up, man. I'll holler at you later. Peace.
Peace out.
All right, man.
All right, man.